Jimmy's taking a bit of time to get himself ready, Dennis.
Well, I think the crowd, they are so excited. Everybody's so excited. I think probably the two coolest people in the arena, well, in the country, are going to be the two players out there. Everybody on the edge of their seats. It's quite incredible. This is what the game of snooker is all about.
And a nice handshake. And a nice smile.
Final frame, ladies and gentlemen. Quiet, please. Jimmy White to break.
I just have a feeling the crowd are going to clap every shot. Well, much too thick a contact, and I think it's going to be on for Jimmy.
One.
Well, I think Jimmy played to be short on the red, so he could open the pack at the same time, but not quite that short. So just the 8 points.
Jimmy White, 8.
Now Jimmy making a similar mistake to the one that Stephen Hendry made. Jimmy White only scored 8 from that leave. How many can Stephen Hendry make?
Six. 7.
Not quite as straightforward as it might be. Black obstructed to both pockets. Looking to see if he can get on either of those two reds at the moment.
13.
It just shows you how clear he's thinking though, Ray, to clear one of those reds away that were blocking the black.
$80. $90.
Good shot to get the cue ball just below the blue.
Well, I'm
24.
not so sure about this positional shot. He could have played that much harder and left the red into the right corner. This is difficult.
Stephen Hendry, 24. I'm afraid,
What a
gentlemen,
risky shot
keep
there,
calling, you
Red,
have
to
to
play it
leave.
at that pace.
Have to.
Well, you were talking about clear thinking, Dennis, and it's the most difficult thing to do when you're under this kind of pressure.
1.
You suddenly see a chance to score a few, and caution goes to the wind. And this one's
8.
far from easy.
Don't think he's looking at the plant. There's a red next to those two that might just pot into the same pocket that he's taking the black on.
Red.
Well, I think he's terribly unlucky. That was a super shot he's played.
16.
Well, just look at the scores. 17 frames each. 24 points each. Incredible stuff.
Well, Stephen looking composed and cool. And I think Jimmy, though, is going to be tempted into taking a very difficult red to the left corner. But he's got to the final taking these difficult reds, and he's in the last frame of the final, so who's to say he's not right?
What a shot he's taking on.
Well, the crowd knew this one was in before we did, Dennis. What a wonderful shot.
With the pace he played it at.
23. $28. 29. 29.
Well, did he see the title there, Dennis?
Dear me, that was just a little bit of tension. But everybody's tense. Well, he'd missed one of those in 30.
One. Eight. Nine.
Well, he keeps leaving himself the reds into the middle pocket.
16. 17.
As much a test of nerve now as skill.
And before he played that shot, I was going to say he's missed quite a number of shots with the rest. He doesn't usually. That one only just wriggled in and forced a smile
23.
from Stephen Hendry.
Well, you saw Jim's face then. No explanation needed.
Yes, Red, would be a terrible shame for Jimmy White if he was to lose this frame, having missed a black
30.
that he would never miss in 100 years. You can't take it away from
31.
this gentleman at the table. Nerves of steel. What's going to happen?
Well, he's proved that he's got it when it was needed. He's proved it in the past. And once again, this evening.
Well, yeah, I'm delighted for Stephen Hendry, but I could cry for this gentleman sitting in the chair there.
Yes, he carries the weight of so many people's hopes. And I'm sure many, as I did, thought that this year was going to be his. But not to take anything away from Jimmy's opponent, Stephen Hendry has proved